Hey guys, Shadowhunt005 back with a brand new video, and this one follows on from my last Pokemon video on the Pokemon Presents, where they showed off the new Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. So in this video we will be focusing on the new Pokemon Snap and having a look through what they showed off and what we can expect in the new game. So first off, we know that the game will be coming out at the end of April, and we now know that it is set in the Lentil region. It's an island very similar to the one we had in the original Pokemon Snap, which was Pokemon Island, and we're under the instructions of Professor Mirror in our journey to photograph Pokemon in this region. We're also introduced to two team members, Rita and Phil, who work alongside Professor Mirror. We don't know how much of an importance they'll play to the game, but it could mean some competition or rivalry between us and them. We've also heard that we get the vehicle, the Neo 1, which we'll be using to explore the Lentil region, looking for different environments and what Pokemon belong in each of those environments. But at the heart of this, we know that this is a photography game. Our mission is to go out and capture Pokemon, not in Pokeballs, but in photographs, and put them in our photo decks. So the photo decks will act very much like the Pokedex in other games in the series, where you take pictures and it'll give you information on the Pokemon. But what's interesting is you'll also be able to use those same photos to edit and share them to other people on online boards, which to me is great as it goes along with Pokemon's attitude of sharing. Normally you share by trading Pokemon, but this is sharing your love of Pokemon with pictures that you take of them. There's a feature board where people can leave likes whether they enjoy your photo or not, and the more likes you get, the more chance it has of being bolstered on the board, to the point that it might get featured. In the recent trailer, we learned that we can do things that change the way that Pokemon behave in front of the camera, such as throwing them the fluff fruit, which will make them react by eating and they'll be happy. But we also learned that we can use things called Illumina Orbs, which are said to be invented by Professor Mirror, and these will make the Pokemon glow. It's also been shown that these Illumina Orbs do change aspects of the Pokemon's attacks as well, such as the example with Skull Bunny, where it makes its flames blue instead of red. We also see an example of a Meganium which has a vine-like appearance up its neck, which is interesting that this might also be down to the Illumina Orb, and it's an interesting way of making your photos stand out more. Now when it comes to the areas, we have quite a significant range of locations and environments. So far we've been shown 6 in total, which are the beach, desert, ocean, forest, plains and jungle. So it'll be interesting to see all the Pokemon in their natural environments and how they behave. And as I said earlier, it's interesting that the Lentil region does look a little bit like Pokemon Island from the original Snap game. And with that in mind, we do have some other regions that might become available, such as a volcano or a tunnel that featured in Snap but haven't been identified in this game. If this is meant to represent Pokemon Island, it might be interesting if they brought back the Rainbow Cloud area, where in the original game is where you could capture a photo of Mew. As if they have this area in the new game, it'll be interesting as there are new Pokemon that could be added to there, such as Deoxys and Rayquaza. But that's just something fun that I'd like to see. As for how many Pokemon we can expect in the game, so far we've seen 96 of them. However, they've not been full evolutionary lines, which you would expect, so that number could increase to include those. However, it's not necessary for them to put full evolution lines in this game. If we look back at the original Pokemon Snap game, they had 69 Pokemon in there if I remember correctly, and not all of them had full evolutionary lines. For example, we had Metapod and Butterfree in that game, but not Caterpie. This game is likely to limit the amount of Pokemon that will actually feature in the game, as has been a recent trend with Pokemon, most notably with Sword and Shield, where some previous generations for the first time have not been allowed in a more recent game. However, this has always been the case with the spin-off games where they haven't featured every single Pokemon, so it's nothing new in regards to these spin-offs. Though I wouldn't like to hazard a guess on how many Pokemon could be in this game, I would say that there are limitations on creating all the Pokemon as 3D images and putting them into a game like this, and that because of this, it's further evidence that it's unlikely that every single Pokemon will feature in this game, though I would like to be proven wrong. The last interesting thing we see is the introduction of Celebi into the game. Although it's likely that we're going to get legendary Pokemon in the game, much like we did in the original, it's nice to get that confirmation in there, and that we will get some truly legendary photography. Boo! However, something else within that same scene has piqued my interest, not something visual, but something audio. As we see Celebi coming in and we have that voiceover, as it switches to Celebi making its noise, we get another noise in the background that to me is very unusual.
Whoa! Is that the mythical Pokemon Celebi? Get ready! The Lentil region is...
Now, it could just be me nitpicking and picking up things because I want it to be there, but the interesting noise that I picked up in the background sounds like a monkey. When it comes to Pokemon cries, this doesn't sound like any that I recognize. Now, it is possible that they've just stuck a generalized jungle noise with the sound of a monkey in the background. It is possible, but to me that seems a bit strange, as they already have noises for Pokemon. Why would they stick real animal noises in there? To me, it's entirely possible that this is actually the sound of another Pokemon. However, when you look at the monkeys in the Pokemon games, there aren't any that match this sound as far as I'm aware. So is it possible that they are hinting at another monkey Pokemon, or that they are going to be introducing Zarude into this game? Now, already you might be thinking, well, Zarude doesn't sound like that, and you're right. It has been introduced in Sword and Shield now, and it does have this quite unique noise. But could it be possible that they changed some of the Pokemon sound files to make them more realistic for this sort of environment and this sort of game? Probably not, and I'm probably just looking for things that aren't there, but it's something of interest to think about. So this has been a small breakdown of what we've seen in the game through trailers and what we might see in the game going into the future. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this game, which comes out in just over a month's time? Will you be getting the game? Will you, like me, be creating brilliant photography on these Pokemon, and for me, creating a documentary style video on Pokemon Planet? If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and sharing it with a friend, as that will really help out the channel. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Our next video will be looking at Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as I discussed in the presentation video. And then we'll be looking at Pokemon Legends Arceus in a future video, so stay tuned for those, and until next time, see you guys.